insecure attachment down to its very core, which is essentially unmet needs. You have an anxious, preoccupied person over here, and you have a dismissive avoidant over here. Both of those people have insecure attachment. Both of those people have unmet needs. The basic unmet needs for both of these types of attachment are this deep, deep desire to be loved and accepted. Here's where the problems start for anybody with insecure attachment. When you are entering a relationship with unmet needs, so these are needs that you have not figured out how to meet on your own, then you are entering relationships from a place of lack, from a place of emptiness. And so when you are meeting people, you are hoping subconsciously that that person is going to fill that emptiness for you. Limerance and idealizing one another can only happen through unmet needs, because what's happening is that you are essentially saying, I need this thing so much, this feeling of love, validation, and acceptance. I need this so much because I don't have it, that I am willing to do anything to hold on to this and have this as soon as possible. And I don't know how to give this to myself, and so this person must give this to me. Therefore, I am going to idealize this person and become obsessed with them. Both people do that to each other in the beginning, but that is not essentially real love. It may feel like it, but what it really is just two people with unmet needs trying to meet those needs through idealizing each other. Unfortunately, in this process, it moves very quickly because when you are in limerance and going through idealization, this is a very fast-moving process where neither person is actually taking the time to get to know each other. You're just jumping right in. Once the relationship starts to form and build connection and build intimacy, more problems will start to arise, because within those unmet needs, there are a lot of fears. For the preoccupied person, there are fears that if I don't keep getting all this love and validation and acceptance at the rate that I'm getting it, I will not be okay. I will not be worth anything. I will die. So if this person starts pulling away from me, stops meeting those bids for validation and approval, I have no choice but to work harder and harder and harder to force them to meet those needs, because that is my air that I breathe. That is my oxygen, and I need that. I cannot be rejected, and I need this validation to keep me in survival. The avoidant person's fear is, I desperately need love and connection, and I love that feeling of being in love. But the closer that I get to someone, the more I feel the need to protect myself, because my biggest fear is that someone's going to see the real me, the real, vulnerable, weak person underneath, and they are going to reject and dismiss that person. And so what I need to do is start to protect myself from this person getting too close. So the avoidant starts to pull away to protect themselves, and the preoccupied starts trying to get closer. Both people are deeply suffering with their insecure attachment and unmet needs. They are both having unmet needs and a lot of fear throughout the relationship. Both people. And until both people heal, neither attachment style is likely going to have success in any kind of relationship, because the avoidant person will bounce out of anything that is too committed, but they will still have that feeling of emptiness and that underlying need for love and affection and validation. So they'll go searching for that in somebody new, thinking that this is going to be the fix. Let me idealize this person. This is going to make everything feel better. And again, they're going to get caught in the same loop that they were in before. The same thing is true for the preoccupied person. So when we get left by an avoidant or a narcissist or some other kind of unavailable person, that reinforces to us that we are unlovable and that this always happens to us and we're dying without them. So then again, we have this massive unmet need, right? We need that love and validation. So then we go searching for it, and we enter our next relationship with an even bigger feeling of lack, an even bigger emptiness, an even bigger need, because now we've been fucked over all these times by all these people, and it's reinforced to us that we really are nothing. And so we need this next person to really fucking show up for us. So you know what's gonna happen? We are going to jump so fucking head on into another limerance idealization stage with another unavailable person, because unavailable people attract each other, and the whole cycle repeats itself. Isn't until we can learn to stop blaming the other person and see ourselves clearly for our own patterns our own attachment wounds, our own unmet needs, and start learning how to meet our own needs, that we will ever be able to find a healthy partner and a successful relationship.